Thank you, Miss Natalie. Ngayon naman si Miss Marina Cruz, Philippine Daily Inquirer.
Parang do you think yung NLK has normalize yung conversations about mental health and trauma dun sa mga schools na pinapakita?
Actually, napakarami na naming episodes.
Celebrate natin yung mental health awareness.
Yeah, oo. And napakaraming, we've dramatized several episodes on the mental health issues. So, yun na nga, parang nagpakita ito ng pag-iintindi, pag-unawa, pagtanggap, yung bring out that sense of empathy and compassion for these people, na maintindihan natin sila sa kanilang pinagdadaanan. At saka nagpo-provide din tayo ng tools kung saan sila makakahanap ng talagang tulong, no? Kasi beyond pinag-uusapan, talagang there's a definite kind of help that they needed. So the program also provided that.
One more thing po on emotional healing. In what ways in yung storytelling like ng MMK be therapeutic for both the viewer and yung person na pinukwento ko?
I think watching Maalaala Mo Kaya has been a very cathartic experience for our viewers kasi it offers hope, it offers inspiration, but it also offers relief that you don't feel alone. The experience of pain and suffering is not isolated to you, na pare-pareho tayo, maaring iba-iba ang circumstances, di ba? But we all go through pain and suffering and disappointment, and we all have our horrors in life, di ba? At sa mga pinapakitang ehemplo ng ating mga leper centers, kung paano nilang pinatranscend yun, when they go through their transformative journey, and then there's redemption in the end, di ba? Very, very inspiring siya. And then it gives you also the strength and the courage to say, nakaya niya ha, kaya ko rin po. Di ba? It gives you the personal challenge na, she's even in a worse situation, pero nakayanan niya. Anong inirereklamo ko? Or sana kayanin ko rin. Nagbibigay talaga siya ng lakas ng loob.
Maybe po the production picture, kung may mga actual stories po yung gano'n, tapos may nabalitaan po kayo na pwede na po share. Dun sa mga case studies or subjects may po dun sa
kung may actual na feedback from the audience.
Yes po. Or actually regular na from the letter sender, meron kaming regular feedback from them. Tapos part din kasi ng proseso ng MMK, kasama sila doon ng kwento. To ensure din na tama na yung nasulat namin, tama na yung nandun ng yung mga eksena, and even yung mga dialogue, actual dialogue minsan ang ginagamit natin. Like yung example na yung kay Vilma Santos that time, yung lines doon kung isa na yung namatay ng anak, galing din sa letters.
Like I just want to share yung Reha's episode, the story of a mother with 3 mentally challenged children. The role of the mother was portrayed by Gina Parenti. I met the mother and I met the 2 sons, and there was so much relief and gratitude from them. Alam mo na yung hindi nila ma-articulate, pero ramdam na ramdam mo. Kasi yung nanay na yun, hindi siya ba yung hindi marunong masulat? Basta she went down from the boondocks, kasi nag-story gathering sa ang lugar, sa Aklan. Nalaman nila na may story gathering sa isang mall. Bumaba siya sa bundok kung saan siya nakatira para lang maikwento yung buhay ng mga anak na, because she needed help para madala sa institution. And dinala namin, sa institution. And, you know, na makita mo yung mga anak na nakakausap mo na.
So more than telling the story, tumutulong din po.
Yes, but we don't really beat our, yeah, beat our chest.
Kasi hindi naman kami nangyay ng tulong. Pero ang daming nagbigay ng tulong. In that time, sabi ko, ang daming nagbigay, ano gagawin natin?
Ay, meron din palang ganong effect ang maalaala mo kaya. Oo, when we share stories of people who are in need, talagang we get magdo-donate po ako ng ganito, gusto kong tulungan, or ay gusto kong tulungan makapag-aral, yung mga ganyan. So,
Okay, we're down to our last question, Ingrid.
Would you consider acting in an episode and turning your life story into
Hi.
an episode?
wag na muna. Oo, wala pang ending. But I've acted in a few episodes in the past. Oo, mga 2 lang yata. Mga 2? Doon na po, mo i-google na niya. Anyway, basta more than one. Basta more than one. Yeah, and kaya lang talagang my work in ABS-CBN then was occupied much of my time. And I gave it priority over acting. So, but yes, I mean, if Rhoda will find, if Miss Rhoda will find a character that will suit me, why not?
Yeah, sorry, I'll accommodate one more question from Jemuel Tandok of Push.
Hi. Akala, may kukunin sa electric. Hi.
Of course, times have changed na po. Pero if you were to star po or to paint a story, what kind of real life story or person would you like to portray or see this time in MMK?
Mismo, if I would like to portray.
Yes.
Depende sa dumating yan eh. Depende yan sa kwento, if it resonates with my heart, if kung palagay ko kaya kong bigyan ng justice, di ba? Siyempre, kwento yan ng lola. Kwento ng, senior citizen.
Pero you mentioned po in the previous TikTok story time na, you mentioned po in the previous TikTok story time na MMK really started sa pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Pero if your life po now, considering what you're doing po now, ano po kaya yung bagay na magbibigay ng timeline?
Bagay? Kayang bagay? Traditional yung mga bagay ko eh. Traditional like roses. Hindi siya Gen Z. Kasi hindi naman ako lumaki ng naka-cellphone, di ba? Nandun ko sa landline, lumaki. Meron ka pang ka-party line. Di ba? Yung magbibigay ka pa ng oras na, sandali lang po, malapit na, di ba? Ganyan. So, ano ba ngayon? Ano magandang title para sa akin? Sabi ko kanina, forever young. Forever alive. Pero bagay, anong bagay? Wala, hindi ako masyadong attached sa,
Mang Charo,
bagay-bagay.
Si Elijah po, gusto ko pong tanongin, is this your first MMK episode?
Well, the last thing I shot before the pandemic was an MMK episode na hindi na natuloy. It was about the Taal eruption. Baka one day kami, tapos nag-lockdown. So, yeah, parang I feel like also a full circle moment right now na nabigyan ako ng chance to be in the pilot of MMK. And na-enjoy ko. Super. I hope we delivered.
May pressure ba sa'yo? Sorry. May pressure ba sa'yo? Kasi I know you're already an award-winning actor. You're Magawad pero magpapilot ka ng MMK, like the longest drama anthology. May pressure ba?
Yeah, of course, MMK is iconic. MMK is part of the zeitgeist ng bansang to, ng cultural identity natin. And it's so iconic na when I was told that I was gonna do it, that I was offered to do it, prepare agad ako. Sobrang yung pressure was real. First time ko rin gumanap ng isang tao na buhay pa. Kasi the other roles I've done mga historical figures na. So at least now I had that reference to interview Sofronio, learn more about him, about his story. Tapos sana nagawa namin ng tama.
So, what was it like yung playing Sofronio? Tsaka ano mo yung highlight niya?
Yung singing skills ko po.
Yeah.
Hindi. Actually, yun po yung una kong tanong. As in, before I accepted it, I asked kung okay lang ba na I can't sing like him. Like, I can admit naman na hindi ako biritero like Sofronio. I can sing, but not like him. Pero sabi po nila, okay lang daw. But when I read the script, meron 2 kanta doon that I had to sing. Pero kaya naman. Pumasok naman sa range ko po. But other than that, it was just getting to know yung temperament niya as a person, how he acts without the camera. Kasi all I could do is research the appearances na meron siya. Kahit nga yung mga Kumu live niya before nung pandemic, ang hirap makahanap kasi it was part of the story also. So yeah, it was mainly the research, preparing po, and getting to know Sofronio. And buti na lang he gave me the freedom na kung ano lang yung pagkakaintindi mo rin sa akin, sa script. And alam niya naman na respetuhin ko siya as a person.
Sample ng kanta.
Yung may birit. Nagpaano pa po, salamat sa prod kasi merong isang Bisaya song, hindi naman ako Bisaya. Tapos they asked Sofronio to record it himself. Tapos siya yung vocal coach ko. Siya mismo yung vocal coach ko.
Elijah, di ba ikaw mismo yung handpick ni Sofronio?
Opo, nanay ko po nag-send sa akin nun eh. Like, I think a couple months ago. Tapos, nung sinend po niya sa akin yan, sabi ko, nakakilig naman. Tapos nung sinabi nung handler niya, who's a friend of mine, si Gio, na gusto daw talaga ako ni Sofronio to do it. Na-pressure talaga ako. Aminado kasi ako hindi ko kaya kumanta katulad niya. Pero syempre, there's more to his story than his singing lang. So, yun yung in-explore nung episode na to.
So ngayon, father.
Magkama kami ngayon.
But previously,
Doon sa movie kasi niya.
Previously, teacher and student.
Yes.
Oo, ngayon. Father and son.
Next time, mag-ate na kami.
I look forward to that.
Yeah.
Alright, maraming salamat po to our friends from the media.
Thank you so much.
Napaka-insightful na ng ating today, kwentuhan ni Ma'am Charo. Siguro last photo op na lang before we part ways.
Thank you, Romy and Elijah, for your time.
Let's do lang a photo op with the three. Si Elijah, Ma'am Charo, and Sir Romy.
Critical push, naiwan mo yung galit.
Again, I'd like to thank everyone. Miss Marinelle Cruz of Philippine Daily Inquirer, Miss Natalie Tumagam of Philippine Star, Miss Keita Dahar of Random Republica, Ana Cerezo of TV Patrol, Kenneth Quinto of Kapamilya Kingdom, Amiel Bosel of Kapamilya Online World, si Jasmine Payo of Rappler, Nick Garcia of Philstar Live. Maraming salamat po sa inyo.
Last photo with Ma'am Charo and Romy and Elijah.
Okay, sa April 24 na po ang umpisa ng Director Scott na chemistry. Picture na po. Nagpo-promote lang po. Yes, April 24 I want. 48 hours bago sa Thursday, 24, Saturday.
24 na siya. 24.
Yung mapapanood natin sa iwan is different from the what will air on TV. Tapos sa Thursday.
Basta Thursday sa akin.
Thursday sa akin.
Depende. Iba-iba siya sa